Hey everyone, just doing the packing and postage for everything that we've sold over this weekend. Still freezing here in Perth. Really looking forward to springtime. Had storms all weekend. So yeah, it's been sheltering inside, trying to keep warm. Had a few sales though over the weekend. Nothing crazy, just the kind of regular stuff. I'll take you through it now. First up, I had a couple of Lumberjane trade paperbacks come through. I think it's 16 and 17, is it? Yeah, 16 and 17. Don't know too much about these ones. I've sold a few of them already. Pair went for $27.50, which is pretty good. Next up, we've got a little, is it Hot Wheels? Oh man, my eyeballs can't see that writing. Yeah, it is a Hot Wheels. A Hot Wheels Mario Kart Donkey Kong 2018. Pretty cool. I think this came out of a storage unit. Yeah, it came out of a storage unit. Went for $12.50 plus postage. Next up, same buyer brought a couple of things. First of all, we've got this vintage Argyll's Brightest kind of annual. Yeah, it's not in great condition. Sold as such, but some interest, some kind of cool stories. Has the old book smell, which is really cool. It's really kind of nice artwork in there. That's pretty cool. That went for just $5 plus postage. And then you might have seen this recently come out of one of the storage units. It's a tarot coloring book. Some kind of nice things to be coloring in there. It tells you all about the tarot cards. I don't think any of it have been coloured in yet. So tarot stuff normally goes pretty well for me. This went for $7.50 plus postage. I've done bundle postage on those, so we'll get those out the door as well. Next up, this is a return buyer. It's good to see some customers starting to come back and pick up more bits and pieces out of my store. This is Void Rivals. More than meets the eye. I don't know, is that Transformers? Yeah, it is Transformers. Trade paperback, 2023, went for $9 plus postage. Well into profit on that lot now. Another sale that we've had come through is the Deadliest Bouquet, another trade paperback. Don't know too much about this one. This was a repeat buyer, so we are having buyers come back to the store at different times and buy more off us, which is kind of cool. Shows that what we're selling is good quality and we're providing good service. $9 plus postage on that one. A few more trade paperbacks. We had a couple of Nightwing come through. This is 12 and 14. Nightwing 12 and 14. Again, trade paperbacks at the trade paperback lot that I've got. Went into profit on these. It was $40 for the pair plus postage, which is really good. A little Care Bear. I don't know which Care Bear it is. Which one is it? Unlock the Magic Take Care Bear plush. It's got the official tag. He's maybe got I don't know. He's in pretty good condition. Few pulls here and there. End up getting $15 for postage for this one, which is pretty cool, I think. So nothing crazy over the weekend. Some good sales. All adds up. And most importantly, it's really easy to ship all of this stuff. So it won't take me more than 10-15 minutes to get that packed away and out the door. And then hopefully, yeah, we'll roll into next week with a few more sales. Hey everyone, just a quick one this evening. I've boxed up a whole bunch of comics. There was 16 in here. A real selection over both the 3400 lot and the trade paperback lot and some of the original comics that I brought way back when. Really getting close now to profitability, or at least break even on those very expensive comics that I bought right at the start. So that's really good to see. Ended up getting $144.25 plus postage for 16 comics. There's a few variant covers in there. I think the guy got a really good deal. I gave him a good discount and then did bundle postage as well. Hopefully he comes back for some more and we'll go from there. Morning everyone, just a quick sale from overnight. We had Loki, Agent of Asgard, number 2. Great thing about this is it's off to Norway, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, so we'll make it a bit on international postage as well. So yeah, it's a nice quick sale. It was $31.30 including postage. So yeah, pretty good. Another good news, I think my Whatnot account got approved overnight. I jumped in this morning, logged on. I'm not kind of counting my chickens yet because normally after kind of a couple of hours the account gets barred. So now I've logged on and had a look around. I've got the sellers hub. I can schedule shows, add inventory, which is kind of the point I got to before they insta-banned the account. So we'll see how that goes today, and yeah, maybe I'll be up and running with a stream this evening or tomorrow, which is pretty cool. All right, I'll leave it there. Got to get this posted and away to work. Morning everyone. Sorry I haven't been around in too long. I've started selling on Whatnot, finally got approved. I've been running a few shows. I'll be doing my 3rd show tonight. It's going really well. We'll be doing eBay still, probably for just more expensive items. The cheaper volume stuff definitely be going through on Whatnot because it seems to be selling very fast. I've had quite a good few successful shows now. Still doing eBay, like I said. We've had a few sales over the past 24 hours. I did manage to sell Spider-Man 4 on the PS4. Sorry, just Spider-Man on the PS4. Sold it to a Nana. She said she wanted to buy some more for a kid or something. And then she said she used the wrong shipping she wanted to pick up. So she cancelled, didn't sell. Then a few hours later it sold to someone else. So 20 bucks plus postage on that one was pretty good. And then overnight we had Nubia, Queen of the Amazon, still sealed, trade paperback, hardcover. I think I ended up getting $22 plus postage on that one, so that's pretty good too. Probably will start selling the trade paperbacks on Whatnot. I sold about 100 comics in my first show, and then I picked up you might have seen already, a big Facebook market post of games. I sold 100 of those, so hopefully the trade paperbacks will also sell. I think they will. We'll go from there. Right, get these packed and posted and away. I'll catch you on the next one.
Hey everyone, it's been a little while. Been super busy. I've sold a whole bunch on eBay recently, but really been, I guess, focusing on Whatnot. But sales have continued on eBay. I've just been so busy picking and packing that I've not been showing you. However, today I've got a little bit of time, and we have made some sales over the past 24 hours. So I'll take you through those now. First up, we've got this little Dangerfield Black Friday Flaming Heart handbag. This came out of one of the storage units, the last storage unit. I'm really glad that this is sold. We're slowly kind of edging our way to profit on that last storage unit. If you remember, there was not a lot of value in there. I think it was the one with the pops. So I haven't sold any of the pops yet, which is a little bit disappointing, but we are slowly moving towards profit. This one went for $15 plus postage, which is a nice little return. Next up, we've got this Thor comic. It's a 1 in 25 variant from 2023. This one, again, good price. Took an offer on it at $20 plus postage. Still from that same lot is this Fangoria magazine. I'm not sure of the year on it. What year was on there? This is a 2020. This is a 2020 Fangoria, volume 2, number 6. This went for $10 plus postage on an offer. So that lot is, I think this is the second comic lot that we got. So slowly edging towards profitability on that. Then the best sale for the day, I did take an offer, but looking at sold prices, I still think it's a good value. We sold this Red Robin Collision trade paperback. It is a soft trade paperback. It's out of print, which is why we've managed to get $100 for it, which I think is pretty good. I think I had it listed for $140, but it took $130. You can see the retail when it was in the shop was $40. Because it is now out of print, it is considered rare and out of print. So yeah, $100. So a nice day of sales, nice and easy to pick and pack as well. They will go straight into the comic bags and stuff. Probably just wrap up, bubble wrap the handbag and stick it in a mailer. So nice and easy. Still preparing. I've done 5 or 6 Whatnot shows now. That's going really well. I think the problem is going to be getting the volume of stock. So I'm constantly looking around Facebook, auction sites, even looking at wholesaling, seeing if I can bring a whole bunch of stuff in. Nye, if you're watching this, man, you got to hook me up with some of your contacts. And we'll sell a bunch of stuff. All right, let's get this picked and packed away, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hey everyone, we just got done with the show here on Saturday morning, the Whatnot show. Went pretty well, a couple more learnings, but yeah, really successful show. Nice and quick, some really good sales. Thanks to everybody who came out and supported that show. Really great to see some familiar faces coming back again. Hopefully that means that the service I'm providing is pretty good and the quality of products I'm providing is pretty good. So yeah, I'll give you a show of kind of what we sold and the new setup that we ran with this time. So this is the new setup we ran. We've got the box light set up. What I was trying to do is have one camera here for product focus, and then the main camera set on this tripod pointing over this direction, where I can do the face the camera stuff. Did have an issue. I was trying to run the GoPro. The GoPro seems to be having major issues and crashed out, froze. So I ended up just killing that and doing talk to camera, which was good. I felt a lot more comfortable. I felt a lot more comfortable, a lot more natural talking to the camera rather than just wiggling my hands around in front of the camera. I think it's a bit more interactive, I can be a bit more expressive, kind of move the products around and give it a better showing than just kind of behind the camera. I would really like just to have a product camera as well, so I'm going to need to work on how that sets up. We did stream through OBS as well, so it was the first time doing that and it seemed fairly successful. At least once I turned my microphone on, it was definitely successful. So I think this new setup will definitely work well from a streaming perspective. In terms of managing the sales, this time I got some little cards out, put people's names on as they bought it, so all the stuff that people bought are now in the right piles. I did preload all of the items into the store this time as well, which again I think worked really well. There was a whole heap of pre-bids in there. It really gives people the opportunity to see what's coming up in the stream and leave their bids. And it definitely created some kind of auction battles in there, which was good and helped the price a little bit. Yeah, so really good stream. Processes are getting there. We just need to work out a few of the tech issues, and then I think we'll be in a really good place going forward. I think we had maybe 60 or 70 sales with around, I don't know, $700 worth of revenue. A lot of the stuff I sold off was some of the boys' older DS games that they don't play anymore, and they really surprised me in terms of value. I think we had individual items selling of $75 upwards. So it was an Xbox 360 lot as well, which I'd grabbed earlier in the week that I may or may not have done a post about, and we probably turned around some good profit on that as well, maybe double or tripling value-wise. Did have a little helper. He sat here driving the laptop, answering questions, starting the auctions, and then grabbing stuff off me and popping it into the piles down there. That also worked really well, was super handy. And if I have the kids available, then they're going to help me do that on a weekly basis. It's good for them to start learning about retail and selling and profit and things like that, which is kind of cool. Did have a few items that didn't sell, so these will be saved for another stream, maybe dropped up onto eBay, some of the DS stuff, some of the cheaper Xbox games, but they'll probably just go onto the media shelves and be lotted up for the next round. All right, well, if you were in the stream today, thanks again for coming out. It's all a learning experience. I'm really enjoying Whatnot. Again, there's a link up here. If you want to become a buyer, you get $15 credit, which can be used anywhere on the platform. It doesn't have to be used with me. And then on this side, we'll put the seller's link. If you scan this with your phone, it'll take you to the app where you can sign up as a seller. Whatnot do $150, at least at the moment, matched first 7 days. So if you sell $150 in the first 7 days, they'll match that as long as you meet a number of kind of other requirements. Super cool. Platform's growing. Number of growers is raising. Really good community. Get in there, have a chat. Really looking forward to seeing you there and what you're selling. All right, I'm going to get this stuff wrapped up, and then we'll do another show hopefully during the week. Sorry about the jammies. It's been a bit of a long day. Played soccer today, just wet through. So I'm all cozied up in my jammies, doing all of our picking and packing for the sales that we've had over the weekend. We did do the Whatnot show. Sold a whole bunch of Xbox 360 games and DS games. I think we had about $600 in total from the show, maybe $650. Only ran for an hour and a half, so that went really well. This stack here is the Xbox 360 games, all stacked up ready in their little piles. So I used these little pieces of paper to denote who had what, and that worked out really well. Saved me a bunch of time, and it'll make packing a lot easier. We've had a whole bunch of sales on eBay as well. Loads of comics and different bits and pieces, which I'll take you through now. First up, we had this Cyberswine comic, which ended up going for $7 plus postage. So that was a nice sale coming through. Another random CD. This is Max Bygraves, the legendary. Ended up getting $5 plus postage again on that one. Next up was this big meaty stack. I think it's 1 to 20 of the Wonder Woman series from 2006. Yeah, this was a nice sale. Ended up getting $70 plus post. A little bit random, but next up we had these couple of Thomas the Tank Engines. These are light up ones. Interestingly, I did try to sell these in the Whatnot show and they didn't sell. And now they've gone on to sell on eBay almost a few days later, which was pretty cool. These were $10 for the pair, plus the postage, so a nice little sale there as well. Then we had a guy go through and buy a few trade paperbacks. We've got Resistance, Void Rivals, Star Wars Crimson Reign, Old Haunts, and the Magic Order. This little stack ended up going for $70 plus postage, which was nice. All out of the auction lot of the trade paperbacks that we had. Most of these I think were at the first lot, which we're already into profit with. So that's again just driving into profit on that lot. And then again, something that we tried to sell on Whatnot that didn't go too well. A couple of these model aircraft, the Del Prado ones, one which is loose and one which is in the case. We've got the Messerschmitt 262 and then the Hawk Hunter in its little package. $35 plus postage for those two. Again, we're in profit on the models, so that's all cool. But interesting to see that it was the stuff that didn't sell on Whatnot has gone on to sell on eBay in the next couple of days. So we also saw this variant comic. This is Robin #1, a team variant by Andy Kubert. This was a one in comic stores needed to order a minimum of 250 copies to get this. So yeah, ended up getting $19 plus postage for this single comic, which is pretty good. The retail on it was $30. So for us selling it for $19 is still pretty cool, I think. And the last sale, which has been a bit of a pain to be honest, eBay really doesn't help me doing kind of discounts. A guy took a whole stack of kind of Batman and Superman and Joker comics. Ended up getting $50 plus postage for this little lot. I had to do some jiggery pokey with eBay to get the sale to go through, but we're there now. So yeah, quite a big weekend of sales to be honest. Really good to see. Whatnot continues to grow, and we're getting lots of sales. Next sale will probably be a trade paperback show next weekend. I'm putting together a soccer show. So I've got a whole bunch of these 1970s match programs. Some really cool stuff in there. They're probably only worth $1 or $2 each. I did look online, been doing some comps just to make sure there's nothing crazy in there. Maybe $10, $15 for some of the kind of the big name teams. I've got a bunch of little Corinthian figures as well. I've got some Match Attacks cards. So I might run a soccer show as well, Saturday or Sunday, depending on how much time we have. But I think yeah, trade paperback show will probably go pretty well, and we'll get that stuff listed up over the coming week. All right, I've got a little bit of packing to get done this evening, and I do want to watch a little bit of soccer. So I'll catch you later on the next one. Hey everyone, back again with another quick what's sold on Tuesday. I only had a couple of sales overnight. The first one is Spitfires Over the Mediterranean and North Africa book. This is part of the book series that came with the model aircraft that you saw me package up yesterday, I think. So yeah, that's gone out. We managed $10 plus postage on that one, which is pretty good. Next up, a CD. So this is Harold Sings Arlen with Friend. So Arlen is actually the name of my middle boy. Quite a unique name, I guess. Old English means promise. So it's quite interesting finding this CD. It was in a bulk lot. It wasn't something that I picked up from the thrift. I got it from an auction as part of a larger lot. Interesting thing on this one is that it's meant to be going to the US. Now, Trump announced that the Minimus was being discontinued on the 29th. And I'm pretty sure that I've read that Ozpost have discontinued postage to the US until they work out exactly how they're going to manage paying all the tariffs. So I'm going to jump into Ozpost now and have a look, and we'll see if we can actually post it off to the US. All right, so if we import our eBay orders. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to show you this, am I? Edit the. So let's see. So we're going to need to know where this is produced in. This was, so just say US manufactured, actually. I think this one was actually made in the US. So it might not be subject to tariffs. I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, okay, so I was just putting in all the details, and Ozpost is coming up that shipping to the US is suspended. So I'm not going to be able to do any postage to the US until they sort out what's going on with the tariffs. We'll just message this guy and let him know that we're not going to be able to send him his parcel, unfortunately, and I'll have to reach out to eBay to support to see how we manage that. I guess we just have to cancel the order, but it shouldn't really count against us as sellers. So interesting. All right, well, I'll get the book packed up. That's going to Australia, so we'll get that packed up and away, and we'll see what else comes through over the next 24 hours. Hey all, back again with another quick what's sold overnight. Seems to have been a day of magazines. Yeah, don't sell any for ages, and then all of a sudden I sell a whole bunch at the same time. Today we sold some woodworking magazines, which I haven't had up too long, maybe a couple of weeks. They've sold pretty quickly. And then some match magazines, some soccer magazines, which interestingly I'm just putting together a Whatnot show, which will be selling some of the match magazines, and then all of a sudden they start selling on eBay. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not going to complain. So this is an actual set of match magazines. I've already packaged those up here, but this gives you the idea. They're from the kind of mid 2000s, sold in 2 packs. So I sold, let's go 10 magazines for $16 plus the postage. I'll make a little bit on the postage as well because I've squeezed it into a medium envelope. And then these are the woodwork magazines. So I'm not sure if I showed you these, but this is one of the set that I got. Free pickup from Facebook Marketplace. We've got 11 magazines here from I think the early 2000s or mid 2000s. Yeah, ended up getting $55 for this set plus postage, which is not too bad. So 11 magazines works out about $5 a piece. Say when it's a free pickup from Facebook Marketplace, you can't complain. So yeah, we'll get those packed up. They'll just be wrapped up like we do with the comics, just wrapped in a piece of cardboard, then popped inside of a prepaid envelope, or not prepaid, but you know, one of those if it packet post satchels. All right, let me get those packed up, and we'll see what else the next 24 hours bring. Morning everyone, Thursday here. I've had quite a few sales overnight, which is really cool, all on the eBay. We'll start off with the classic comedy box, double CD. Was it double? Triple CD? Triple CD. Ended going for $4.75 plus postage, which is nice. Get it out the door. Had that for a little while. What I don't have is a $2 coin, so a Henry the Octopus coloured $2 coin. Ended up selling it for $3.33 plus postage. And I think I haven't updated it since the newest postage came through, so you know, we're only going to make like $1 on that coin, but yeah, it all adds up, I guess. Next up, I brought a suitcase full of DVDs, books, games and stuff. I'm not sure if I've shown that video yet, but we had a sale out of there. We ended up selling this Star Wars book. So this big Star Wars book here, Star Wars The Clone Wars Incredible Vehicles. Took $9.50 for that. It's not in the greatest condition, but still a cool book, I think. Next up, out of the trade paperback look, we got this brand new and sealed Dead Romans graphic novel. Nice sale price on this, ended up taking an offer of $26.12 plus postage. Then I had a guy pick up this set of trade paperbacks as well. So we've got Bloodstained Teeth, Book 1, Bookstained Teeth, Book 2, Bunny Mask, which looks quite interesting. This one I think was Fear Case, kind of an interesting foil kind of cover. Then we've got Stray Dogs, and then Stray Dogs, what was this, Stray Dogs something else? It's like book 2 of Stray Dogs. Oh, this is Stray Dog Days, and this one was Stray Dogs. Alright, then we had another guy pick up this Red Sonja Black White Red hardcover trade paperback, which is kind of cool. And then he also picked up this Sonja Versal, which I think is a cool cover too. And for those again, I took an offer, $55 for the pair, which is really good. So the trade paperbacks are really selling well. eBay really has picked up the past day or so. Not really sure why. Maybe people have got more money, or maybe because of the trade issues that we're having with the US. Perhaps people are looking a little bit more locally. I don't know. But yeah, some really good sales. Good to see. I did pick up a bulk lot last night of a few bits and pieces, which I'll show you in another video, and then I'm picking up another bulk lot today. And I'm really excited to get hold of the second lot today and do a sale at the weekend on Whatnot. Some really cool pieces in there I think you'll all enjoy. Anyway, for now, we'll get this packed up and out the door, and I'll catch you on the next one. Whew, man, it's been a busy couple of days. Had a couple of really cool bulk buys over the past few days off Facebook Marketplace. But it's been a lot of driving and yeah, a lot of cataloguing and counting. But hopefully we'll be doing 2 big shows at the weekend. We're going to do a soccer show, which I think I've already started to show you of the bits and pieces we're going to do. And then we're going to do a movie show. So that's the second lot that I've just picked up. So I think we've got about 100 sci-fi, 100 action, and 100 horror, I think it is. And then we think we've got 50 big box VHS and 100 small box VHS, which is kind of cool. And then he chucked in a bunch of Blu-rays as well at the end. I also picked up these out of that lot. So a whole bunch of soccer stamps, going back to the '66 World Cup, which is kind of cool, to go into the soccer auction with all the other bits and pieces that we're running on Saturday. Did pick up another lot as well. So if you've been following my storage unit series, you would have seen me pick up some of these before. So these are Fugglers, and this is especially the Budgie Smuggler edition. So I picked up 15 of these, all in really good condition, nice and clean. There was one in there, it's a Burlap edition, which is like a chase edition. So I have seen comps of that going full, sold comps of around 150. Don't think we'll get 150 for it, but we should still get our money back. I'm hoping to double or treble my money on those, so not a heap of profit. But I'll probably wrap them up with the Pokemon plush, and maybe I'll grab a whole bunch of other plush that I've got sitting around and do a plush show as well one weekend. Okay, I've still got a little bit of work to do. I want to get some of this catalogued ready and in the shop for the shows at the weekend, because I'm finding that works a lot better on Whatnot, is to have your actual things that you're going to sell in the store. Maybe not with pictures, but at least with the description and the starting prices. And I'm finding that way I'm getting a bunch of pre-bids. Alright, I'm going to grab a coffee and get into that work now. Hopefully I'll be back a little bit later with some eBay solds. Morning everyone, just a quick one today as I do some picking and packing for stuff that's sold in the past 24 hours. Managed to sell this one, Wiggly Woo, Songs and Stories from Play School. So some, I guess, early Wiggles on tape, Play School, all very retro and popular at the moment. Ended up selling that for $7.50 plus postage, which is a nice little sale. I think the buy on that was probably 50 cents or something. And next up, another trade paperback has come through. This is Disciples hardcover from the trade paperback lot. Ended up getting $22.50 plus postage for that one, which isn't too bad either. Right, that's it for the past 24 hours. Still preparing for the Whatnot show at the weekend. Looking forward to that. Big soccer show coming up. So, all right, I'll get these packed away and we'll carry on.